Hello guys, so welcome to the daily late and market analysis video. My name is Apoor. I daily make educational content videos in both the languages, English on TradingView and in Hindi on YouTube. Both the links have been given on my open comment based Telegram, which looks something like this, where we discuss a lot of more trades, where we discuss swing trades, intraday trades, and a lot of price action based stuff and multiple time frame analysis. Okay, so before starting the video, let me know that you guys have liked the video and you guys are a part of my Telegram, so that I can take your doubts, okay, and on Telegram, because I'm 24/7 online on my Telegram. Now let's start this amazing session for you guys right here. So I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 amazing swing stocks for you, and that swing to be said as let me consider them as swing. Some of them are good swings and some of them are short term type trades. So yeah, let's start with Minda. Okay, I'm going to do multi time frame analysis here. So if you check Minda industry on the weekly time frame, this is the weekly time frame graph, you will see that the stock has retraced 30% and now again moving on the higher side. Well, now let's come to this particular area and check the price action. It was a consolidation on the downside. This is 200-day moving average plotted, and it consolidated at 200-day moving average. And if you see how the chart reacts at 200-day, it consolidates around that area and gives a breakout, retested it, and now it's trading above that particular 200-day moving average for a long period of time. Well, now this pattern has been broken. This is a falling consolidation pattern. I would not say that this is a huge fall, okay, because whenever there is a fall, it is being sucked up by the big players. As you can see, again sucked up by big players. So constant buying is there. Constant buying is coming in the stock, right? Also, you can see that this is a mother bar, and inside this mother bar there was huge consolidation, and now it is broken. So mother bar is broken. So you can take 3% to 5-6% stop loss in this particular trade, and the focus will be the first short trade target will be 9%, and the overall target for this particular stock will be, from the current market price, will be 30%. So this is a swing trade that I'm talking about. So what can happen is, it can come to this place, you can book your profits, can come down to this place also, or maybe even down, okay, because it needs to create a higher low with respect to this low. Market needs to create a higher low, and then only it will shoot up to the next higher high formation if it really wants to, because as we just saw on the weekly time frame, it keeps on creating higher high, higher low, and this is a huge high. So it created a it created a slant low right here. So what we need is a higher low form, a higher high formation. So it might go something like this and then again fall, okay, just like Tata Elxsi and some other stocks. Okay, they also did something like this pattern only, but looks pretty good on the daily time frame as well. So a short trade or a swing trade can be initiated from these levels. Talking about GAIL is the next stock. Okay, so stocks trading already above the 200-day moving average. So right here I'm seeing a small trade. Okay, believe me, this is a low probability. Okay, low probability, and the risk is pretty okay. No, risk is pretty tight, and that is 10%. So the risk is high. So this is a little bit going against our rules, but it's a low probability. So the chances of that the target will achieve, that you will achieve the target in this particular trade, is less, but still it is a trade. Reason being that when the market fell, the stock fell with the market. Okay, and let me compare this with the Nifty so that you get to know. So I click on here, I go to the comparison chart. Okay, so now I'm comparing GAIL with every other indice. You will see that how Nifty wait a minute, so let me tell you that this is how Nifty reacted. So Nifty was falling in this particular range, and you can see how GAIL reacted. It fell even further, but as you can see, this Nifty barely touched the high, but GAIL had consolidated on the higher areas and has retraced itself pretty well, right? So that was GAIL. And now let's come back to the GAIL, and now what I'm seeing here is that GAIL has retraced itself pretty much as per the price action. So what I think is, let's remove everything, let's go back to the original price action. So yeah, it's a symmetrical triangle breakout, the first thing. Okay, and so my SL will be at this level, that is 308, and 1:1 risk reward ratio would be sufficient from this level. And let me make the 1:1 risk reward ratio 9%. and that is 10 to 9%. So this is 1:1 short trade. You can play it on intraday also tomorrow. Okay, the next trade will be Shalimar Paints. So Shalimar Paints, I'm already sitting in this particular stock. Today it went around 4-5% up, but again closed on a confusion candle. So my risk is still intact, the 5%. I'm still sitting in the stock. I also took this particular trade, JKIL, that is Jaykumar Infra. If you go to the weekly time frame of this particular stock, you will love it, and the reason is that, see, this is the gap it created. Okay, let's focus on this particular chart. So this is the gap it created right here, a huge gap, and it consolidated heavily in this area. As you can see, this was a breakaway gap, a huge breakaway gap, and that it consolidated below that area and gave a breakdown of it. It fell, it came up, created a higher low formation with respect to this on the weekly chart. I'm telling, that means this is a huge higher low formation, and then after this huge consolidation at these levels, around these levels, where it gave a breakout, where it retested those levels, support supply demand conversion zone basically, and then it started its move from this particular area till this area. Now again consolidated pretty heavily at this particular area. So let's go to the daily chart and see what happened. So it came to this particular area and consolidated, made a symmetrical pattern. So I'm gonna play a small trade only in this particular stock. Okay, what you guys can do is, you guys can come to this particular area, you guys can make a amazing chart also. Let me show you. So this is a beautiful chart right here for you guys. Okay, so it is giving a monthly breakout also, so you can keep this particular stock in your portfolio. In the future, it has a potential that if it closes, the monthly time frame remains with the 1 day only. So 1 day closes, that means monthly time frame candle closes. So if it closes here or a bit above, okay, the chances are that in future there is a good chance that the stock might come to these levels, get a bit resistance, retrace itself to these levels, and starts moving on the higher side like 330 and 400. But that's a long-term investment type of thing, and not the a small swing trade. Here I'm planning for a swing trade only. So for that, 5 to 6% SL from the current market price, and I'm aiming for at least 10% as the target. So 5% 1:1 target, and then 10% target. So these are the two targets that I'm planning for this particular stock, right? Let's go to the last stock, that will be Aztec. So Aztec right here, as you can see, it is in this huge broadening channel, gets resistance from here and support from here, trading above the 200-day moving average as well. Again, good resistance at this particular juncture, fell, took support, fell, took support, and moved up. So as you can see also here, wherever there are huge green bars, okay, it slowly and steadily moves on the higher side. Okay, again we are seeing good green consolidation, good multiple green bars at this level with a break out of a counter trend line. So this was our original trend line that is following higher low formation, and counter trend line has been broken. So 5% stop loss from the current market price, and I'm aiming for 10%. So 1:2 in this particular stock, that is short trade. JKIL 1:2 risk reward and 1:1 risk reward ratio. See, 1:1 goes on everyone, 1:2 can be played also. Here also short trade. In Gale also short trade, 1:1 risk reward ratio only. In Gale you cannot play the 1:2 because it might get a bit tricky. Minda Corporation, you can play 1:2 as the first target, and then you can play 1:6 as your swing trade as well. So these are some of the trades. Let's talk about the profit bookers. So ATGL discussed in the yesterday's market analysis video that you can check on my Telegram, given here. I daily give links in both the languages. You can click on the English audio, check the English link, click on the Hindi audio, you can check the Hindi link. So targets been done in Adani Total Gas today. Hindu Motors going pretty good. Okay, as you can see, I updated in the morning only that we see massive gap up opening, leave any long positions. That could be a risky bet, so I'm not going to make any long positions in the market. But right here, what I saw was that a shorting opportunity was created in Bank Nifty, and yeah, Bank Nifty fell pretty good because there was a, let me show you, there was a there was 200-day exponential moving average resistance. So when it reached that with a rally, that could have given a small momentum on the downside. I booked some good profits, 100 point, around I guess 80 to 90 points, not exactly 100 points, but 80 to 90 points was being captured by me, right? So yeah, that's it for this market analysis video. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, what I think is that we might retrace back to the levels of 16,300. as well, okay, because I'm thinking that we might get resistance from 16750, and that is a 16750 is a current market price 200-day moving average juncture. Okay, so we might get resistance or rejected from that area, we might get above that also and then fall. So two things can happen, these two things can happen. So be cautious at this particular juncture and try to lessen your swing trades at this point. Okay, I would be exiting the stocks in a span of 1 to 2 to 3 days. Whatever stocks, the see all these stocks that I've told you today, I've taken all of them except Gale, and all these positions were shown to my course members also, both Hindi and English members, right? So a link of my telegram is given in the description of this video, and if I get any nifty and bank nifty good trades tomorrow, I will discuss it on my telegram in the morning. Thank you so much for watching the video. We'll see you in the next video that will come tomorrow. If you want the same analysis in Hindi, link will be on my telegram only. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.